Welcome back, and now for the lovers of opera, a unique initiative being put together here in India for the first time this week on Art Matters. Take a look.
Scenes from Purcell's opera Dido and Aeneas, an opera recounting the love of Dido, the queen of Carthage, for Trojan hero Aeneas. This is a rehearsal by a group of extremely talented singers who are part of the Giving Voice Society. A unique initiative started to raise the standard of Western classical singing and opera in India through education and performances. The group was founded by soprano Patricia Rosario in 2009, a Santa Cruz girl from Mumbai who grew up singing in her local parish.
It needs to be threatening.
At the age of 13, my parents noticed that my voice was developing a very special quality. That's when I decided, my mother encouraged me to go abroad to study. And I managed to get into a very good school called the Guildhall School of Music. And I just found, I think from having had that experience of taking part, singing a song, I was able to use all the music that I learned, and people were so shocked that this little Indian girl, as they kept saying, could sing German Lieder.
This was just the beginning. In a few years, audiences and well-known composers were impressed with Patricia's voice, what she calls the Indianness in it. She stood out both for her voice and her saris.
You know, after I got married, I had my first child. And then I didn't fit into any of my gowns. And I suddenly struck me, why don't I wear a sari socially? Why don't I wear it? I was surprised. In France, in Spain, I had a fantastic response. And they started to say to my agent, can she wear the sari?
About 5 years ago, Patricia felt the need to give back to her country some of the magic of this music.
You can't control it.
And so, with her husband Mark, a pianist and vocal coach, they started the Giving Voice to India program.
Just try a bit more.
I've always kept in touch with India because my parents lived here. And my interest was to raise the standard of the singing and also to take our singers further so that India can start to be represented on the international stage.
About 120 students have participated in multiple workshops held across 5 cities in the past 5 years, and 19 of the most enthusiastic of the group have come together as the cast of this opera.
There's an energy here which is kind of exciting for us, and when you come here and do seemingly tired old pieces, they don't seem tired anymore, they seem like they're fresh.
7 trustees currently manage the society. Getting funds is a constant struggle.
It's difficult because I feel like a lot of corporate funding goes to big spectacular events. We don't want the big names. We're more interested in the small names who have the talent and who we can help become big names.
The group has already performed Dido and Aeneas in Pune to packed audiences, giving young singers like Rahul Bharadwaj, who plays the sorcerer, an opportunity that didn't exist earlier in India.
I met Patricia actually about 6 months after I came back from the States. I came and met, and the first lesson I had with Patricia, it was eye-opening. I'd spent 6, 7, 8 years in the States training my voice, and I had gotten more in 2 lessons than I'd gotten in 8 years.
The opera, directed by Rehan Engineer and conducted by Parvez Java, was chosen with a clear logic.
This particular piece, Dido and Aeneas, it's really a timeless story. It's about, it's about a woman whose heart is broken and she dies of a broken heart.
Audiences in Mumbai, Goa and Delhi can experience this production, starting with Mumbai this weekend.
In Mumbai with Jasmine Makujina, Radhika Bordia for NDTV.
And with that, it's a wrap on the show. Thank you so much for watching. Coming up after this short break, Bollywood Roots.